It is 1988, and I'm walking into Costco, or it could have been called the Price Club back then, because that's what we had in San Diego before Costco and Price Club merged. And I see a huge pallet, a stack of computer books. Yes, in Costco they used to have them. I see this monster, the MS DOS Encyclopedia from Microsoft Press. There was something called Microsoft Press. I used to write books for them. And it was $55, and I had to have one. You got to understand, this is before the internet. This is before you could just go online and look stuff up, even before they had documentation included with the program. This was the Bible, and it went like crazy. Every nerd I knew bought a copy of the MS-DOS Encyclopedia because it had everything in there. It had all the documentation. You would think a stupid little text mode program like DOS wouldn't need any documentation. It has fewer commands than a typical freebie app today. And this thing was huge, monstrous. 55 bucks? Yes, that was a deal because we were starved for information. And so I kept this book. It's one of the few that I kept. And it just had so much documentation in there that we were craving a whole chapter on memory management. Here's all the stuff that I flagged back then. Source code, documentation for everything. This was ANSI.sys. These are the ANSI commands. That you couldn't find them anywhere, seriously. All of it was stuck right here in this massive tome. Documentation with error messages, all this stuff that I highlighted way back when. Oh, they just don't do this anymore. And the funny thing is, I did work with Microsoft Press, and eventually I met the lady who was the editor-in-chief of this, Susan Lammers. And I was like, oh, that was just the best book. That was like, before DOS for Dummies, this was the computer book. And they were like, yeah, we didn't think that would do well. We thought we were just going to throw that out and we figured it might, we didn't know. It was a lot of work for them to put it together, and they were really surprised at the results. I wish they would do things like this again. Oh my God, I would love this kind of documentation. This is what we had back in the day, before the internet. And I actually think, maybe you agree with me, this was better.